Hi, my name's Josh. I'm one of the librarians at the College of Alameda. This is a video about how you can start with your works cited list for sources on a topic and find other related sources. So I have some examples here for a works cited list. My topic's domestic violence or family violence in the United States. And I found two sources from the College of Alameda library catalog. So these are works that we have in our collection. So the two ways you can find additional sources, not just in our library but generally, are to use the Library of Congress classification, which is here under the call number. And so the classification we have is HV6626. So we can look this up in the Library of Congress. If you Google Library of Congress classification, you'll see the Library of Congress classification outline. So this describes for our library and many other college and research libraries the classification system used to shelve books by topic. And so we'll see it's organized from A to Z, and that for our topic of family or domestic violence, that comes under H for the social sciences. So if I select H, social sciences, this will take me to a more detailed classification for the H class in the social sciences. So you'll see it has a subclass that includes statistics, economic theory, transportation, commerce, finance, sociology, general, as well as some other topics or classifications. So ours was HV. So HV describes social pathology, social and public welfare, and criminology. So from this page, I can go scroll through to go to the HV subclass and see more detailed information about this classification. And I'll show you why this is useful in a moment, but for now we'll just look at the HVs. So here we are, the HVs, and if we go back to our call number, we have HV6626, so 6,626. So if we go to HV6626, there's a range here, so HV6251 to HV6773.55. That's where our book falls under in this classification. And this corresponds to crimes and offenses. So we can look this up in other library catalogs or other databases to find other books that might be about this topic that have that same classification. So one other place you can search is a library database called, it's under article databases, and if I scroll up, you'll see it is listed under book reviews. So this database has book reviews and books of print books that have been recently published, as well as ebooks, and reviews of them, as well as a way to search for it. So when I'm in this database, here's the database, and I can search by Library of Congress classification. So if I click on Advanced Search and scroll down, we can select a date range, perhaps the last 3 years or so. As well as the Library of Congress classification. So here we can put in HV and the call number or the range for that crimes and offenses. So HV6251 to HV 6773. And do a search. So here's some results for that search, and you can scroll through to see if there's any that are relevant. And then if you find a book that looks interesting or relevant, you can find more details about it here. Okay, so that's one way. Another way is to use the subject classifications in the call number, the subject classifications in the catalog record. So we have this catalog record, and we can search by classification for this book. So some subject headings are family violence, United States. We can copy this and search in another library catalog. One that I like is called WorldCat. And this allows you to search for other libraries' collections or books. So here we can put that subject heading in quotes and do a search and see what comes up. So here are some other sources on that subject. And you can find more information about it here, as well as other libraries that have this book. Okay, so I hope that's helpful. That's one way to build on your searches to find other related sources on a topic. Thanks for watching. Let us know if you have any questions. Be well. Thanks.